Welcome to this presentation of the module Identifying Needs and Technological Responses, which is part of the problem-solving competence area. We will begin with an introduction of this module and then proceed to the learning objectives. After that, we will address the competence of identifying needs and technological responses, and then we will see some great digital tools. Have you ever thought that we spend more and more time in front of the screen? Especially students who spend increasingly more time due to online lessons. This happens not only because classes are online, but because homework is online as well, and that is often neglected. That being said, the negative effects of the accumulated screen time must be properly tackled, especially in the presence of accessibility needs. Conventional teaching approaches rarely make any distinctions between paper and screen. To help your students with this situation, you can use digital tools to offer the appropriate technological responses. The choice of tools is based on the problem-solving competence area of the Digital Competence Framework. In this module, you will learn to identify the needs of students regarding increased screen time and related accessibility needs. You will learn to use digital tools which students can apply and mitigate problems related to digital environments, and you will learn how to reduce overall screen time with the use of digital tools. What do we mean when we say that the competence of identifying needs and technological responses is part of the problem-solving competence area? Problem-solving is transversal, and it applies to any other area of competence. Addressing your needs properly and taking preventive measures for your own benefit will improve your experience in any digital environment. You can successfully identify needs and technological responses by assessing the individual and collective needs of all students in the context of online lessons, and by using digital tools to address those needs and ameliorate harmful effects. Proficiency in identifying needs and technological responses is measured by the level of understanding of one's needs in a digital environment and the suitability of digital tools when offering solutions. We associate learning from home with comfort, and this can make us forget one of the most important things. In the physical classroom, problems are visible, but when your class is behind a screen and some students are shy to share with you, this is where you can intervene with digital tools proactively to address their needs. For this purpose, we suggest that you check out Forest, Beeline Reader, and Flux. All of them are great tools to assist you with the most common problem/feature of online learning, which is sitting in front of the screen. Forest is for focusing and eliminating distractions. If it takes less time for a student to solve a problem or do an assignment, they will spend less time in front of the screen. Beeline Reader was chosen to improve reading on screens, and Flux was chosen to make the light of the screen warmer. Let's start with the first one on the list, Forest. Forest is a tool that lets you block websites of your choice for a certain amount of time. Its countdown feels like a challenge, gamifying focus itself and making it seem less like an obligation. When completing challenges, you can help plant an actual tree in real life. Positive impact is always a plus. To access the website of Forest, click on the link here. Forest is an extension, a browser extension, meaning that it is something like a small application, but launched when using a browser, usually Google Chrome. This is why, to install Forest, you will need to go to the website and press on Chrome extension here, and it will then summon a white page where you can click to add it to your Chrome. And you're ready to go. When you go to the website and you are set on blocklist mode, you can add the website by clicking on the plus sign. If you change blocklist mode, you will have allowist mode, which always allows some websites if they are, for example, related to the lesson. Then you press on the tree and the countdown begins. You can no longer access the website, and it will be covered with a black film displaying your tree growing until the timer finishes. Added the website you needed on blocklist by mistake? No worries. Click on the gear here, go to the settings and click on My Blocklist to add or remove. If you want to learn additional information, press the Frequently Asked Questions section once you install your Forest extension. The good news is Forest as an extension is free to use to drastically improve your focus on what matters. Moving on to Beeline Reader, a practical tool for making text easier to read and comprehend. According to research, Beeline may be helpful to students with attention deficits, visual impairments, and dyslexia. Beeline is also available for some forms of textbooks digitally. To access the official website of Beeline Reader, press on the link here. Beeline is also an extension and it applies to the environment of the browser. You should go to the website and press this green button saying Add Chrome. Check this introductory resource here. Now, as you can see, we have a sample of how the text looks like after you tweak it with a tool. You can change the color according to your preference or what your eye finds better. So once you press Add to Chrome, it redirects you to a Google page so that you enable it. To use it, access your extensions on the top right of your Google Chrome browser, where you will find a small menu to change the colors and adjust some more advanced settings. Once you enable it, it applies to the page and voila! Do you want to read more about the background of the application? If so, click on the Research Summary here. When to upgrade Beeline? You should upgrade it once the 2-week-long free trial ends, and if you use it for more than 5 times per day. You should also upgrade it to remove ads and to use it on up to 5 computers. To view more details about the Beeline Reader plans, check the following slides of the presentation. Last but not least, Flux. Flux is a software which reduces the blue light of your screen. By displaying warmer colors, Flux reduces eye strain. Flux adjusts to your sleep schedule and reduces blue light drastically before bed. To access the official website of Flux, press on the link here. Flux is an application which you will have to install on your device. Simply download the file. It's easy to find the blue button on the main page which says Download and install it. To access the research page or the section with the frequently asked questions, press on the links here and here. While your device most certainly has settings to change the light to warmer, Flux is a bit more special. Its application asks you when you sleep and where you are located to make some calculations related to the exposure of light depending on where you live. So if you sleep, let's say at 10 p.m., by 9 p.m. approximately, you will notice the colors are going darker and darker. It also tells you that you're waking up in X hours, which is a nice nudge for students to go to sleep. Sometimes telling a person that they only have 5 hours of sleep if they don't wrap it up, it's more effective. And if you're working late, you can change the settings so that the screen is a bit colder for those tiring nights that you will be grading assignments. Flux is totally free, so feel free to use it. So what do we all observe? Sometimes the problem is not beyond the screen. Sometimes the screen itself is the problem, and there are measures to take about it. Thank you so much for your attention.